General Krixtal of the Galactic Defense Corps stared at the mission report with growing disbelief. The holographic document floated before him in his office aboard Command Station Alpha, its contents detailing the most catastrophic training exercise in military history. "Explain to me again," he said to his aide, Lieutenant Zephyr, "how we lost an entire battalion on what was supposed to be a simple survival exercise." The young Arcturian officer's gills fluttered nervously. "Sir, the humans assured us Earth was perfectly safe for the training mission. They provided detailed environmental reports showing temperate climate zones, abundant water sources, and no hostile megafauna in the designated areas." Krixtal's mandibles clicked irritably. "And yet we have 17 different species in medical bays across 3 sectors, psychological trauma reports that our counselors can't even categorize, and a formal complaint from the Centaurian High Council about inadequate safety protocols." The trouble had begun 6 months earlier when Earth officially joined the Galactic Defense Corps. As part of standard integration procedures, member worlds were required to host joint training exercises. Earth's human representatives had enthusiastically volunteered their planet, claiming it would provide excellent learning opportunities for allied forces. Lieutenant Zephyr activated another hologram, showing the initial deployment. The exercise was meant to last 72 hours. Simple wilderness survival training in what humans called the Amazon basin. Our environmental specialists confirmed it met all safety requirements for standard training. What the specialists hadn't understood was that Earth's definition of safe differed drastically from galactic norms. The first casualties occurred within hours. A Rigelian squad, armored warriors who could survive in the vacuum of space, were evacuated after encountering what humans casually called army ants. The insects, each smaller than a Rigelian's smallest finger, had somehow coordinated an assault that stripped their biosuits and left them screaming about living carpets that bite. Day 2 brought worse news. The elite vegan commandos, telepathic warriors renowned for their mental fortitude, requested immediate extraction after what they described as plants that attack the mind. Human observers later explained these were simply certain trees releasing natural psychoactive compounds, a normal defense mechanism that humans had learned to filter out over millennia. But it was day 3 that broke the exercise entirely. The draconian heavy infantry, genetically enhanced soldiers who had never retreated from any battlefield, were found huddled together in their drop pods, refusing to emerge. Their commanding officer, a veteran of 40 campaigns, kept repeating, "The water moves by itself," over and over. Captain Maria Santos of the Human Liaison Team had tried to calm the situation. "It's just an anaconda," she explained to the traumatized Draconians. "Maybe 15 feet long. Completely normal for this region." Normal. That word would haunt Galactic Command's training protocols forever. The final straw came when the mission's commanding officer, Colonel Vexhan of the Centaurian Royal Guard, called for full planetary evacuation after encountering what humans had marked on their maps as local wildlife. The local wildlife in question was a family of jaguars, apex predators that moved through the jungle like shadows made flesh. The humans, Colonel Vexhan had reported, his usually steady voice shaking, the humans were completely unconcerned. One of their children, a juvenile barely past maturity, approached the predators with offerings of food. "They call this wildlife conservation." General Krixtal set down the report and rubbed his compound eyes. "And the humans' response to all this?" Lieutenant Zephyr's gills fluttered faster. "Ambassador Rodriguez suggested we try the Sahara Desert next time. She said it would be much more comfortable for species used to controlled environments." When pressed for details, she mentioned that it only reaches temperatures that would sterilize most known bacteria, has sandstorms that can strip flesh from bone, and features what she called harmless creatures like scorpions and venomous snakes. The general's mandibles stopped clicking entirely. "She called the desert more comfortable?" "Yes, sir. She also mentioned their polar regions, oceanic depths, and something called Australia as alternative training sites. I took the liberty of running preliminary environmental scans on Australia, sir. And every major landmass organism appears to be venomous, poisonous, or capable of killing a draconian heavy trooper in single combat. The humans have designated it as a vacation destination. General Crixtal made his decision immediately. Send a priority message to all member worlds. Earth is hereby classified as a Class X death world, unsuitable for any military training exercises involving non-native species. Furthermore, add a notation that the planet's dominant species appears to be completely unaware of their world's lethality. As the message transmitted across the galaxy, Ambassador Rodriguez was already preparing her next proposal for Galactic Command. She thought the nice aliens might enjoy a camping trip to Yellowstone National Park. After all, what could be more peaceful than a few geysers and some friendly bears?